Mann. So. Zuckerstange und befrage ihn. Ach ja, ach nee, ich warte immer noch auf den Abend. Das habe ich ja aufgehört. Oh nein. Ich wenigstens eine Uhrzeit hätte. Irgendwo ein Geheimgang. Also eindeutig schon fast abends, oder? Traurig. Schade, ich kann ein bisschen hier umstören. Macht mich nicht unglücklich. Aber eigentlich nur Verkleidung, ne? Da komme ich hier raus wenigstens, wenn ich schon hier reinkomme. Nee. Hm. Hier war es einfach weg. Der ist da ganz hinten. Läuft jetzt gegen die Wand. Toll. Hm.
the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Schnell laden. So close. Ja, ich weiß nicht, dass er jetzt diesmal so schnell berappelt und umdreht. Okay, na, diesmal geht er auch den richtigen Weg. So, da war ich jetzt auch noch nicht dran. Ja, also das lohnt sich jetzt hier nicht gerade. Ich weiß natürlich auch wieder nicht, wo der ist. Wirklich Blindfische. So, ja, schnell weg hier. Ausgeräubert. Ja. Sonne, Abendsonne, Sonne, Abendsonne. Jetzt sehe ich schon gar nicht mehr die Sonne. Aber sie scheint hier auf jeden Fall. Oh. Aber jetzt geht's weg. Vielleicht ist jetzt Nacht genug. Vielleicht ist es Nacht genug. Nacht, 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 Nacht. Oh Gott. Ich finde es schon sehr nachtig.
Come here, my beauties. Things are about to get dicey. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Plündern. Oh wow, Goldmünzen.
Here comes our pay, boys!
So, Priestergewand, damit ich hier den Petrus da ausrüsten kann, ne? Ah, guck mal, da sind sie. Die Schwampuckels.
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desade, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on, it was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Okay. Ne, das ist wohl abgehakt, ne? Herr Van Eden. Ach, das ist ihr Auftrag, ne? So, da hinten. Oh Gott. Nehme ich den Petrus nämlich auch mit. Hallo. Ja, die Kiste habe ich gesehen, aber ich brauche nicht mehr jede Kiste, glaube ich. Aber die brauche ich. Heiltränke, Munition.
Here comes our pay, boys!
And death to the others!
Kinder, schaut in die leuchtenden Kisten, machen euch reich. Nee.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! To my help! Death to the others!
Come on, fight, you bunch of
Move away!
cowards!
Things are about to get dicey! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Sehr schön. Proton! Genau, da kann ich mich jetzt auch schön schnell hinreisen. Wie viel haben wir denn? Hä? Inventar würde ich. 238, das ist noch völlig in Ordnung.
What an astounding place.
It is the village of Eden the Cardinal Mother told you about. The place where natives and priests live together. I must admit that I'm curious to see it.
All that's left to do is to find Father Justinius.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. De Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I wonder what really happened when the missionaries came to settle here.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
Tja. Hier breit gemacht und dann... Ja. Vielleicht doch nicht so gut. So, warte, der.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia.
Okay.
She's our super.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas. I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Matthias later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to, but I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings, and then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of Saint Matthias. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful.
Hä? Gehen, ja.
Thank you. I will let you work. Greetings. Desade. I am handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, We saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here, and the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things. Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives in the village. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias. But they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Oder Fidelis. Haben wir über die Geschichte Edens, ja. Ja. Ja, weiß nicht, wer das wieder war.
Father.
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
Gott.
Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vigsenegad, which translates to the village of the old sage. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of Saint Matthias, and everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince them.
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There is something strange here.
It often takes time for the people of the continent to get used to our paradise, but I am sure you will come to appreciate it.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
Klang ja ganz vernünftig eigentlich. Wie komme ich denn da runter? Ist ja richtig was zu holen.
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. Desarde. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logaed Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Teleme, and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
Ja.
One of the theologians
So.
told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course. And the Vorstyrent. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men. Perhaps wiser than they are.
Wollen die bestimmt nicht hören.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
I find it regrettable that my colleagues aren't more honest when it comes to history. Nothing solid has ever been built on lies.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur.
Was jetzt? Geht den Diebstahl der Tafel nach, jo. Lustig. War ja auch noch dieser Dorfbewohner, ne? Ja, das war doch hier in dem Dorf. Nee. Woanders. Okay, dann gehen wir uns doch mal angucken, was da oben ist. Bei der Hütte. Schauen, was wir finden. Zigarettenstummel. Nicht so.
There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
Can't believe it. This brother Virgil was unforgivably neglectful. Idiot must have fallen asleep, and then our thieves only had to take the keys from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened, but someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
It has to be someone in the village. If we find them, there's a chance we can retrieve the relics.
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Oh yeah. Dann gehen wir wieder zurück. Jo. Gevatter leer, wir kommen wieder. Audienz bitte.
You have returned on Almanawi. Do you need something else?
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
I do not think they will hurt us. They want peace too, and violence would break it all.
I understand why you are no longer the chief, if you do not even know what the inhabitants of your village are doing.
You're right. I was indeed a bad chief. I couldn't even convince those who left to stay.
Since you do not want to talk, I will have to tell the Mother Cardinal to send the Ordo Luminous. The Inquisitors will make you confess the name of the person who helped the exiles.
I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so simple when it comes to her son.
So ein Scheiß mit dieser... Oh Mann, mit diesem
I have to go.
Like so many others.
Hier nicht noch Punkte? Hä? Okay. Hab ich gerade nicht. 2. Keine Ahnung. Ah, die gehe ich hoch. Ja. Sprich mit Windwal. 20 Meter. Windwal. Das ist eigentlich ins Meer, ne? Wenn es ein Wal ist. Sprich mit Windwal.
Greetings. Are you Vindwal?
Birdtear Tumad. Yes, that is me. What do you want?
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the mind shakers made him forget what we are. He almost speaks like them now.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
Ja, wieder mal hier Intuition 1.
Tell me where the exiles are. I must retrieve these tablets.
You're asking me to betray my son. Promise me that you won't hurt him.
I promise. But if he reacts violently, I'll have to defend myself.
Then I hope he'll be reasonable. Bran and the others are hiding in the woods, beyond the circle of stone.
Thank you, Vindwal.
Und die Tafeln zurück. Gott, wo ist das denn? Ja, okay, ja, vielleicht kann ich am Werktisch mir irgendwas in die Rüstung kloppen, dass ich Intuition habe. Müsste ich da mal schauen. Oh, komm mal, ein kleiner Pilz auch locker. Oh, Scheiße, was gibt denn jetzt hier? Den Hammer da rausholen.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Ah, ich bin ja auch schon mal lang gelaufen. Ah ja, das war hier. Ich erinnere mich. Da dachte ich noch, ha, das müsste bestimmt für eine Quest sein.
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's no need to add death to their list of punishments. Let's try not to fight them.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In that case, we should avoid taking the left path. If I remember correctly what that woman said, it's booby-trapped.
Das ist doch gut.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden.
Okay. Hier sind hier in der Mitte. Da sitzen sie. Da sieht die schöne Ruhe, dann brauche ich auch nichts. Oh,
What are you
Scheiße.
doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
I think so. I managed to retrieve the tablets discreetly.
I am glad to hear that you managed to retrieve them. I will go talk to my son now. He needs to stop seeking revenge and find a new clan.
That would indeed be wiser. Vengeance has no positive repercussions.
Da ist der Ruf wieder +1. Sehr gut gemacht. Sehr gut, sehr gut. Musst du nach oben, oder? Wahrscheinlich die irgendwie oben reingekommen. Schwester, hier.
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
A good start would be to keep a better watch on the priceless treasures that you find.
In any case, you would do well to keep a better watch on your discoveries in the future. You should also pay more attention to those who share this village with you. This theft would never have happened had you truly been in harmony with the natives.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
Fortschritt in der Hauptquest. Okay, ja, dann kann ich hier vorne raus einfach. Richtung Reisepunkt. Ja, links irgendwo. Gehen wir mal zu dem Dorf. So. Genau, guck mal, da sehe ich nämlich so aus wie so ein Typ halt aussieht. Da war ein Werktisch, ne? So. Ich habe das hier an Fertigung verbessern. Das ist natürlich nett, aber bringt jetzt nicht das, was ich gehofft habe. Was kann man hier so machen? Ja. Ah, einfach mehr Rüstung. Hätten wir halt nochmal 60, das ist schon krass. Krass gut. Aber das ist dann hier, ne? Handwerker. Ja. Ich kann nicht so viel machen. Robinson stellen. So, du. Gruppe entfernen. Gruppe hinzufügen. Kurt, als Gruppe entfernen. Gruppe hinzufügen. Mit der mal
Honor
reden.
Manawi, do you need something?
I've never heard you talk about your father. Who was he?
He was the Donegad of our clan. He died many cycles ago, but this memory is still painful. So we usually avoid the subject.
What happened to him?
He was killed as he tried to escape the lions
Ja, ja,
who wanted
das
to
kenn ich
capture
schon.
him. My mother never really recovered from it. Anything else?
Nee.
I must leave you. See you later.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
Herz.
Do you wish you were never given to the Nords?
How could I not be regretful? I never got to experience a mother's love or a lavish youth.
Don't you have any happy memories?
I do, of course I do. For example, I remember the first time I climbed up the shrouds. The incredible view, the dizziness, the sensation of complete freedom. It was an unforgettable moment.
I can only imagine how you felt. But it sounds amazing.
It was. I wouldn't trade that memory for all the gold in the world. Thank you, Desarde. You've given me a lot to think about. Did you want anything else?
Hä?
I must leave you.
Okay.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
Schon nur ein Auftrag? Nee.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Wo ist mit ihm?
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
And what if I said yes?
Well, I'd be grateful, I suppose. But sadly, Greenblood, you're not quite my type. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Okay.
We'll make you dance, land dweller.
Ah, keine Ahnung, wie muss ich alles ablaufen.
We'll make you dance, land dwellers.
Juhu. Ist da unten noch? Nix, ne? Östs. Fedra, die roten Wälder. Sieht aus wie die graue Schlucht.
I need a bit of practice.
Titan Level 3, ja. Fork. Was da oben wohl ist. Aber da kann ich theoretisch hin, wenn ich ein Level aufsteige, ne? Aber merkt man nicht hier, wenn ich ein Level aufsteige, ich da hingehe. Ich kann da ja auch mal eine Markierung setzen. Briep, briep. Oh, Scheiße. Steht da oben irgendeine Truhe?
Bit of poison on my blade.
Oh,
Then
da
let's
ist
go.
er. Oh, Alter, das ist aber nicht. Fido.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Was für eine Echse? Beast Essence. Wieder was.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go.
So viel Erfahrung gibt es hier aber nicht mehr. Scheiße. Gebrochenen Händler. Okay, ja, da muss ich eh hin. Hier erstmal noch diese Schleife hier laufen. Hier irgendwas anderes. Mir Intuition verleiht. Was ich da alles sehe. Ganz nett, aber so ein Attributspunkt wäre natürlich schon besser. Bisschen geiler. Wigidaf. Morgen. Max Wohnsitz. Schauen wir uns den nochmal an.
Bertir Tumad. I am Dunkas, the Mal and the Done god of the Yigido. You're very strange for Renaise. Who are you?
My name is Desade. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
You are a Lugeir Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were Onal Manawi amongst them. They may not be so different from us after all. What brings you here, Onal Manawi?
What can you tell me about your clan?
We are the Beraig Nodas, the bearers of lifeblood. We earned this name by bringing the trees and the earth back to life, by restoring balance.
There are a lot of Onol Manawi here.
It is true. We were already healing the earth before the bond existed. The bond just made us better. Many of us have chosen to follow this path because we are proud of our role amongst our brothers. Our village is home to the largest amount of Donegada, along with maybe Vishkadir. Is there anything else?
What do you think of the settlers from the continent?
I think they behave like naughty, unruly children. They take what they want and break what they own without even understanding what they are doing. But they can learn and grow. And who would kill unruly children for being mischievous? Is there anything else?
Seines Dorfes. So. Ja.
Tell me about your village.
We used to be nomads. We would go wherever Tia Freddy needed us until we healed the place. But the people of the sea came and hurt this place so much that my people had to stay here for a long time. For so long that they created this village, Vigigidor, the place of the healed wound. Is there anything else?
Nein, das war ich erstmal.
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum say.
Koalamatse. Ja, dann rechts, ne? Sicher gehen. Ganz rechts. Richtig. Kergeras, was? Höhle? Kerganes. Okay. Des Kriegerkönigsrüstung ist nun mein. Ich habe das Gefühl, dass es mir hier gleich schlechter gehen wird. Okay, noch ist alles gut hier. Wenn wir hier später meinen. So, jetzt mal kurz. Ach, hier geht's auch noch rechts. Rechts halten. Hier ist noch ein Lager, mal schauen wir an. Nee, ist gar nicht für mich. Toll! Wieder so ein Ort. Ja, dann können wir jetzt einfach oben lang rennen. Mal Richtung Osten. Abends oder bald wird's Nacht. Meine lieben, Nacht. Richtig, ja, ne? Ja. Geradeaus weiter. Huch, Entschuldigung. Ich gesehen, bin ich ja kurz über den drüber getrampelt. He's about gonna eat Daisy. Oben eine Stadt oder was? So viele Fragezeichen auf einem Ort. Oh, da kommt her. Toll, was habt ihr versteckt? Nichts. Dann nicht. Eine Ruine. Nichts. Tja, davon ist nicht mehr viel übrig. Das war mal eine richtig schöne Festung hier. Aber das sollte wohl nicht sein. Ah, da kommt die Stadt. Ort der Fragezeichen. Das ist ja Stadt. Aber die geben schöne Erfahrungspunkte. Oh, ist das? Die Gruppe der Eingeborenen, die ich beobachten sollte, verbringt viel Zeit im Wald. Trotz meiner Befehle habe ich es nicht gewagt, ihnen dort hinein zu folgen. Zu viele wilde Tiere schleichen dort herum. Ich frage mich, was die Wilden dazu bringt, ihr Leben im Wald zu riskieren. So viele wilde Tiere, ja. Das klingt gut. Das klingt sehr gut.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Ein Fähigkeitspunkt. Also sollten wir in der Ruinen innerhalb des Irrtums verstecken. Ich werde hier mal bereits die Füchse nachts unser Lager gekommen sind. Fixe. So, was gibt's hier alles? Hier gibt's Unterkunft des Offiziers, Kaserne und ein Lazarett. Aber ich denke mal, hier führt mich auch noch eine Quest hin.
Well, who are you?
Desarde, legate of the merchant congregation. Why are you at war against the natives?
Because they reject our presence. They've been attacking us for months. These savages, they stubbornly refuse civilization, and our men pay the price. We can't let them slaughter us without reacting.
Since you arrived here, you have destroyed the forest and ripped open the earth. And people disappear in our villages, the On-Almenawi first. We are only defending ourselves. And we are the savages.
Since we've defeated you, you can believe what you like. Anything else?
I'll leave you, Captain.
Your Excellency.
Weiß nicht. Gucken wir noch kurz.
Hello. Do you need a doctor?
Do you have many wounded?
Yes, too many. And many will die. We don't have enough supplies to heal them all.
I'm sorry, Doctor.
Anything else?
Nein.
Good luck, Doctor.
So, soll ich jetzt nochmal zu den Ruinen zurück? In des Auftrags? Ich weiß nicht. Was war denn das? Da, ne? Na komm. Da oben. Sieht man sie ja schon. Waren die das ja schon, die ich hier getötet habe. Wieder noch? Also hier ist niemand, aber ich entdecke jetzt noch eine Kiste, hat sich's ja noch richtig gelohnt für 3 Goldmünzen hinzugehen. Bei den Ruinen.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Das kann man sagen. Das bringt mir jetzt auch nicht richtig weiter, ne? Ist da vielleicht noch jemand im Busch? Nein. Verstehe ich nie so ganz. So. Okay, ja, gehen wir hier rechts runter. Naja.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Da kommen die nächsten. Schweine!
Let's get rid of these money bags.
Let's see what I've got. Come on. Let's see what you...
Da. So, eine Gruppe noch, oder was? Vielleicht noch zwei. Na, wisst doch. Was ist hier? Nix. Ach, da komme ich vor allem nicht durch. Na, Scheiße. Da auch nicht. Da auch nicht. Da so langsam, ja.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Tada! Woohoo! So. Ja, wenn ich mich hier rechts halte, müsste ich doch dahin kommen zum Fragezeichen. Das wahrscheinlich ein Feuer ist. Mich nicht alles täuscht. Auch da komme ich nicht hin. Beziehungsweise nicht durch. Muss ich wieder zurück, ne? Ganze Scheiße zurück. Tja, es hilft alles nichts. Da jetzt bin ich gespannt, was sein Klettern auf 3 bringt. Cool. Oh Gott. Ja. Sowas dachte ich mir schon. Scheiße. Ja, hier unten weitergehen. Kacke. Schön hier. Zwei. Und 4. Da kam ich nicht durch, ne? Doch. Hey. Ich doch. Level 3 Sterne. Was ist das denn für eine Kacke? Das ist ja wohl so, so nicht. Reise ich erst woanders hin, komm wieder. Das ist jetzt, kann ich hier reisen? Oder vom Feuer, ne? Vom Feuer! Gott. Was ist das hier? Scheiß Tor. Reisen. So. Hopp. Ja. Düdüdüt. Düdüdüdüt. Reisen. Lager ist das einzige... Oh, nee. Feures Ziel. Und das hier war ja, ne? Yeah, das war das Richtige. Jetzt kann ich schon klettern und steht da. Ich bin jetzt in Kletternsteg 3. So ein Scheiß. Ich jetzt hier... Ja. Es ist doch... Das ist sowas von lächerlich. Was ist das für eine Scheiße? Aber ich kann einfach jetzt nicht hoch wegen der Quest oder was.
We'll make you dance, land dwellers.
Close to issa rechne stiri.
Was denn mal? Was hattet ihr hier zu suchen? Nichts. Sich einfach nur verschanzt. So, nächste rechts. Bah. Sehr tüchtig. Also irgendwie kommt man da einfach nicht hin. Lassen wir es. Hier rechts oder hier rechts richtig? Oh. Zumindest nicht grob falsch. So, genau. Ich gehe erstmal zu dem Fragezeichen. Ganz weit drüben muss ich. Ach, schön. Schön, dieses Erkunden.
Poison on my blade, land dwellers.
Nämlich wie viele Gebiete es wohl noch gibt, die ich so durchsuchen darf.
Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go!
Eine Truhe.
Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go!
Viele.
Let's see if you can ward off this feint.
Uiuiui. So, richtig schöne Erfahrungspunkte. Alto Belly. Moin. Ja, der ist auch noch da.
See if you can ward off this fate.
Was macht der denn nicht? Was? Was reden? Ach, da. Hier noch mehr so lustige Verstecktororden. Ja. Sehr, sehr gut.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Nice. Jetzt in der Mitte noch ein richtig fetter. 5 speichern. Habe ich jetzt gespeichert? Weiß nicht. Speichere noch mal. Schade. Hallo. Okay. Verstehe, passiert auf jeden Fall auch noch was später. Oh, viel. Steht da dort? Die Rückmeldung. Die. Ja, nicht ganz ein halbes Level, aber schon gut was gegeben. Ein kleiner Ausflug. Oh, der ist wieder ein... Fuchsli. Oh ja, Echsenkloppen.
Poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Moment mal jetzt hier.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Der Ring sieht auch versperrt aus. Ah, guck mal, man kann nicht klettern. Es ist ja so lächerlich. So, ja, da unten noch. Was ist da?
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
We are arriving in my mother's village. Vedrais. There are wild beasts around it. We must be careful. The guys Rad, the Red Spears know how to defend themselves, but we must be careful on the way there.
Komm ich da wieder hoch? Fand ich nicht, ne? Cool. war hier. Ich verarscht. Aber meine Echse noch. Wer seid ihr?
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Gott.
Let's see if you can ward off this.
Was ist das jetzt hier?
This is where the spears of all past warriors are gathered. The branches are reclaimed.
Do you
by
want
the
to
tree,
trade?
bring strength to the village.
Bird tear to mud. You are Siora's friend. Look, I have beautiful things to exchange.
Na, zeig mal.
If you want to
Nicht
trade
alle fair
again,
ist.
you know where to find me.
Ich will jetzt meine Echse töten. Doch hier oder nicht? Ah, da unten drin ist die. Okay, ich hol halt noch mal eine 8. Ach
I
nee,
can't do that.
das gibt's doch nicht. Die schöne Echse nicht kloppen. Warum? Ist sie so besonders? So in der Truhe, ne? Ja. Nein, nichts Besonderes. Wie beim Klettern Stufe 3 ja auch. Wirklich, da Charisma 3 zu haben, ist halt wesentlich besser oder Intuition. Ja, besser Charisma wahrscheinlich. Ja, geh und sprich mit dem Bloodlead.
Who do you think you are? By what right do you enter the home of our queen?
I'm the emissary of the Congregation of Merchants. I've come to meet your leader.
Come now, Arwant, you are not a watchdog. Where is my mother?
Siora, I didn't see you. You have come too late. Your mother has gone to wage a war. They left for Didekidn Nadagais only a few hours ago.
Oh no. We need to catch up with them and avoid the shedding of blood. Please, haste.
Very well then. Let's be off.
Schlachtfeld. Okay, zum Schlachtfeld.
order to go towards the Nadagis. We must follow the path leading toward the heights into the forest.
Ja, danke für den Tipp. Ja, jetzt kann ich da endlich hin. 8 Seiten versucht habe. Komme ich hier hoch? Nee, ne? Ja, cool. Richtig cool. Ja, diese Wegfindung ist echt nicht die schönste. Weiß nicht. Halbe Open World hier. Die ist nicht so schön. Wo ist mein Flugmount?
Wait. We should go left here. It's a more difficult path, but it's much shorter.
Look at the tracks. They chose to take the path on the right, it would seem.
Before a battle, it makes sense that they wanted to avoid a path with more danger.
If it is dangerous, let's not risk braving it when time is against us.
We risk meeting a great many beasts. But if we follow the warriors, we risk catching up with them too late to sway them.
Jetzt links oder rechts? Wir kommen hier nicht runter, also hier links, das links. Hier bin ich doch schon mal lang gelaufen.
Thanks for listening to me. I fear my mother may have already thrown herself into the battle.
Ja, gut, dass wir uns dann noch mit den Bestien umschlagen, die schon tot sind. Oh.
You are too late, Ciora. Mother has fallen, and we are defeated. No, no, no. This is not fair.
I am so sorry.
Who is this man? He resembles one of us, but is dressed like a Renaigze.
I am the ambassador of the Congregation of Merchants. I'm sorry for your loss.
The congregation? And what side are you on in this war? Those that massacre our people? Essel, calm down. You know that Mother sent me to seek out allies. You show up when the fight was nearly over. Was this part of your plan? You know that these monsters are taking our own. They must make honorable amends.
We got here as fast as we could, I assure you, and we have fought by your side. Listen, after a battle, whether lost or won, the elders say that we must return the dead to the earth.
And tend to the wounded. He is right, Iseult. This is no time to continue the fight. Truly spoken. You are right, and you know our traditions. I feel weak.
You need to return to the village and care for your wounds. We will watch over the others.
Thank you. I'll see you again, Siora. Thank you for soothing her anger. We must tend to the wounded now. And find my mother. Or her body, if she is indeed dead.
Look at this massacre. How?
Find her banner. It bears the symbol of our clan.
Leichen flattern. Was? Heile alle Überlebenden? Wie heile alle Überlebenden? Lebt keiner mehr.
This way. There is a survivor. Let's heal him.
Was wo?
You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arland. He will take care of you.
Oh, these ruins are very strange. By what name did you call this place again?
The Didak Hidden Nada Gaze. There was once a battle in the past. A great victory for our clans.
Strange indeed. These walls are completely foreign to the styles of your own dwellings. Does this name that you gave the ruins mean anything in particular?
Yes. It means ruins of the first guardian.
I would like to dig around a little on the site. We might be able to unearth clues as to who actually built them.
You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors.
Laut dazu. Du Scheiße.
I beg of you, help me.
And still you dare to breathe. How can you hope that I am here to save you?
No,
What have you done with my mother?
Pity, I beg of you. I don't want to die.
Then answer!
Siora. Stop. Look at yourself. You're acting like a beast.
A beast has far more majesty than these monsters who have traded their souls.
They have taken her. The Queen. They took her.
Then she must still be alive. They would not have bothered to carry away a corpse.
She would have chosen death before capture. They must have wanted her alive. We must find her.
Was mit den Überlebenden?
If your mother is in the hands of the rich, they'd have taken her to the closest camp.
Weg da. Dass irgendwelche Überlebenden finden. Hat irgendwie gar keiner überlebt.
Over there. I think that man is still breathing. Let's make sure. You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors. Another warrior who survived. I do not think that we will find any more of them now. You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors.
Gut. So, Heiler. Hab ich doch, oder nicht? So, den habe ich nicht geheilt.
We healed them all, thanks to you. May the grass always be soft beneath your feet.
Eine Belohnung. Was stand da? Fuck, du bist so gebleiert. Eine Belohnung, bla bla bla. Da stand irgendwas von Belohnung. Egal. Attribute. Nehmen wir dann. Durchsuche die Ruinen. Oh, scheiße, jetzt gehen wir raus, ne? Das ist natürlich nicht so gut.
There are some images on the... This is the first time I've seen these drawings so closely.
You've never come here? You certainly seem to know the place.
This site is sacred and taboo. Everyone knows where it is, but no one ever comes here. All these colors are so beautiful. I never would have imagined that they could create something so delicate.
Who are you talking about?
Of those who built these lodgings. That my ancestors vanquished in a past war.
You know who they were?
I only know the legend. The legend of Didakid and the Daiges.
I'm listening.
It is said our people lived peacefully. Until the men appeared from the sea, intent on making our lands their own. They dug great caverns into the earth, ripped down our forests, destroying everything in their wake. They were evil, The warriors killed so many people that even their own people came to fear them. Here they built a terrible city that spewed out clouds of cinder and death. Our kings and queens were desperate. They went to the heart of our island, and the island heard them. From the woods appeared the first guardian. He was taller than a city, and with each step it smashed a lodging. It was a guardian of Rat, and the city could not resist him. Since then, the earth answers our call for magic, and in exchange, we become Almenawi, in keeping with the pacts our kings and queens once made.
It is a very sad and terrible legend. I wonder who these people from the sea could have been. People from the continent, no doubt. Our Malachor might well be the cursed result of that war from another age. We have nothing more nor anyone else to find here. I must report all we've learned to Constantine.
So, die reden ja.
On Almenawi, my mother is still held in this outpost near Vegigedor. I must do everything I can to free her from the lion's claws. So will you accompany me?
Natürlich.
We will do everything we can to free her. Do not worry. Let's go.
Gehen wir! Frage ist, wo genau muss ich hin? Ist es hier oder ist es Unterkunft des Offiziers? Aha. Aha. Ist er wieder bei einer Nacht- und Nebelaktion? Einrichten? Was kämpfe ich dann hier mit dem hier? Das so viel mehr Schaden macht. Den Ernst.
Halt! Who goes there?
De Sardet. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
Oh, well, you can come in, Your Excellency. But this savage, on the other hand...
Am I the one you call a savage, Renaigze?
This young lady is the princess of her people and she is with me. As such, I would appreciate if you let us through.
Very well, Your Excellency. Please go and find the captain. I'd feel better knowing that he gave you his endorsement.
Sprechen wir mit dem. Da sind wir wieder.
Your Excellency, what do you want?
Allow me to introduce Siora, the daughter of Queen Bladnid, whom you faced on the battlefield. We understand that you brought her mother here, and I would like to negotiate her liberation.
A liberation? That'll prove difficult. She's dead.
No! You let her die! You may even have finished her off like an agonizing animal!
We didn't need to. When we collected her up from the battlefield, she was severely wounded. She died on the way to the camp.
I want to see her body, Hon Almanawi. Please. I must see her.
Can we see her, Captain?
If you're the one who's asking, Your Excellency, it should be possible. You're in luck. We were thinking about getting rid of it, but we received the order to keep her body. It's still at the infirmary. Ask the doctor. He'll show it to you.
Thank you, Captain. Siora, I'm terribly sorry.
Let's go see her now. I need to.
I'm sorry for your loss, Siora.
The infirmary must be the building on the right, near the camp entrance. Let's go.
Let's go.
Who are you? Are you looking for a doctor?
I am the legate of the congregation, and this is Siora, the daughter of the queen whose remains you're keeping.
I would like to see her. I need to see her. Please.
My condolences, madam. The body of your mother is back there, in the room on the left.
Mater. No.
I should give you some privacy while you're mourning. We won't be far.
And varstir tu, Mater. Men sida denon mil frichteman.
Ja, hätte sie doch gewartet.
I must take her with me, on Almanawi. We must perform the rituals.
The captain said that he was instructed to keep her body. It will not be easy to convince him to disobey.
I do not care about the captain's orders. She is my mother. She must be given back to the earth.
So, let's go back to see him and try to make him change his mind.
You can try, but with all due respect, I doubt that you will succeed. He will not want to draw attention to himself by disobeying this order.
What do you mean?
I believe he is a traitor, and that he made a deal with Telemi.
Those are some serious accusations, even for a member of the Guard. Why would you believe such a thing?
I overheard a conversation that got me thinking, and I also saw certain documents.
We could use them to pressure him. Did you take them?
No, that would be too risky. I do not want to get into trouble. But I suppose they would still be amongst his other belongings.
Will they let us rummage through this place without protesting?
Most of the guards returned to Hikmet after the battle was over. If you are discreet, you should be able to enter the officer's building.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Shouldn't you ask the captain first? Maybe he'll change his mind.
You're right. Let's try talking to him before rummaging through the camp.
Na gut. Geben wir ihm eine Chance.
Your Excellency, what do you want?
We would like to retrieve the remains of the Queen. Bring her back to her people and her family.
That will not be possible, Your Excellency. As I told you, the governor specifically asked us to keep her. He wants her delivered to one of his scholars who wanted to study her.
Captain, I insist. Let us take this body with us.
I have orders, Your Excellency. I've already told you.
It is my mother we are talking about. My mother whom you let die by dragging her all the way here. Give her back to me, or I swear that I will never leave you in peace.
This isn't the right way to approach this, Siora. Come.
This man is as cold as stone.
I'm afraid we have no choice but to pressure him now, like the doctor told us.
We will have to be discreet if we want to find these documents without getting caught.
Wir sind so unauffällig. Hauptmann, vielen Dank für die Lieferung. Jetzt können wir unter gleichen Bedingungen gegen die Allianz kämpfen. Endlich. Wir sind bereit, noch mehr als beim letzten Mal zu zahlen, wenn wir mehr Schusswaffen und alchemistische Präparate bekommen. Ich freue mich auf unser nächstes Treffen.
The doctor was right. They are trafficking weapons illegally with San Mateos.
Roderick, du musst mich heute Abend zu einer Zusammenkunft begleiten, die in der Nähe des großen Baumes im kleinen Wald im Westen stattfindet. Wie immer wirst du für deinen Dienst entlohnt werden. Sag niemand ein Wort davon. Du weißt, dass wir riskieren, wenn jemand von unseren kleinen Handelsgeschäften erfährt.
If word reaches Hikmet, these men will face a firing squad. But none of these documents are signed. The captain managed to cover his tracks. Here's a document that could be useful. They're meeting with the buyers.
Then we should go there. He won't be able to deny it if we catch him red-handed.
There's a risk that he will react violently, but we have no other choice.
Let's go then. I know this place. It is further down the road, near a large tree.
Here we are. This is the tree that was mentioned. Let's hide while we wait for them to arrive.
Diesmal kann ich mich verstecken.
Well, Captain, you have some peculiar friends for a man who obeys the Alliance.
You? What are you doing here?
We stumbled upon some strange documents and wanted to see for ourselves if there was any truth to them.
Sorry, my friends. If you want our shipment, then we need to get rid of this nosy legate.
Captain, you are making a grave mistake. All we want is to negotiate.
You will regret the body of my mother.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Enough! I surrender! I would never have thought that you would dare to attack allies of the congregation.
It seems to me that you were the one who attacked. How did you put it? This nosy legate. Had you simply listened to us, Captain, this fight would not have taken place. All we wanted was for you to respectfully deliver the body of the Queen to her village.
And will you stay silent about what you saw?
We're neutral. Trading amongst yourselves does not concern us.
In that case, very well. I'll return to the outpost and ensure it's done.
Now I would like for us to return to my village. I am eager to reunite with my sister.
In that case, let's return to Vidrais.
Isildt. Our mother. I know, Siora. And the worst hearsay. Some men delivered her remains here. They said that it was thanks to you. And the Renaigze legate, thank you. We will be able to pay homage to our mother. Why are there mind shakers here, Aselt? I meant to tell you about it. They came saying that our mother had made an agreement with Teleme. But Mater did not tell me about it. She didn't say anything to me either. I do not like this, Iselt. These people want to drive us away from the land. I know. But we need help after the defeat. And they say that she made a promise set in stone. The spirits of the people of our village would have to go to the light, and in exchange they'd help us against the lions. This is impossible. Mater would never have done such a thing. They are lying, I'm certain of it. They may be. But if there really is a promise set in stone, we cannot break it. And we will have to bury our mother according to their rituals. We must verify it. I will not stand there while these mind shakers take our village. Siora, Asir, always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Could you tell me about Siora?
You are right there, and you let him talk about you like this? Asir? That's a strange friend you have there. Perhaps I wanted to hear how you'd reply. Perhaps, but I don't like this. Did you want anything else?
Thanks. Goodbye, Asselt.
Karans, do you need something?
I'm sorry about what happened to your mother. How are you feeling?
Unwell? I am angry, and I feel an immense void within me. I blame myself for not having been on this battlefield with her.
I understand. My mother had the Malachor. And yet I had to leave her behind as she was at death's door. I can't help thinking that I should have stayed by her side. Just like you.
And you could not have done anything to save her, either. Thank you, Onol Manawi. Your words alleviate my sorrow. Anything else?
Do you have anyone? A friend, perhaps? Whom you can talk to in this trying time?
I usually confide in my sister, but she's suffering too. And I think she resents me for not having been there when our mother needed me.
I know we've only known each other for a little while, but if you need someone to talk to, I'm here.
Thank you, Onol Manawi. You are a good person. And I'm glad that you are my friend. Anything else?
Schade.
I must leave you. See you later.
Ich direkt nochmal +2 rufen, dann wäre er freundlich gesinnt. Ah, ja, so. So, der Mund befrage Daedra, befrage Donald, das Hände. Für eine Expedition der Gelehrten. Ja, springen konzertieren wir die alten Ruinen. Was wird das? Das können wir auch mal machen, ne? No, no. Not now. Guck mal da können wir auch reisen. Oh. mein Inventar. Oh, fast 500. Ja, da muss ich leider einmal gucken. Also ja, das. Das wird ja wahrscheinlich ausgetauscht. Und hier haben wir gar nichts. Oh. So, der Kopf. Scheiße. Scheiße. Haben wir eben schon geguckt. Ja, ist J panzert. Oh, da +1. Ach, scheiße. +11. So, genau. Dann die nächste ist sie. Das letzte ist KDR. Wieso sehe ich den nicht bei mir? Schwere Zweihandwaffe, weil ich noch keine Zweihandwaffe tragen kann, oder was? 103. Moment mal, muss ich hier gleich mal gucken. Verstehe ich nicht so ganz. So, Angebot. Verstehe ich absolut nicht. Hier sind, dass der im Warenlager liegt. Ups, da dran. Doof, da steht. Don't get it. Na, jetzt ist er auch weg. Verstehe ich nicht. Egal. Ja, wir sind auf jeden Fall wieder leer.
Happy to see you, my dear. You really don't look well. Have you not yet seen a doctor?
No, it's nothing. You know that I've always had a weak stomach. My nausea will leave me eventually. You wanted to tell me something?
Hat auch mal Likor.
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and the battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I'm certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them, about a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Nords?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands, and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Lady Moranga. Ist Lady Moranga. Unten draußen.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagase?
That is not how we pronounce it, but yes, we are speaking of the same place.
Your language is difficult to master, but I find it fascinating. To answer your question, I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nords, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous and hard of access. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, it is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Ich muss in die Mine.
It's you on Ulmenawi. Come and see. I'll receive beautiful things from our village. Bertir to mad on Ulmenawi. I am always happy to see you again. Do you want to see the objects I brought back from Vignamri? You will always be welcome here.
Begib dich zur Mine. Gut, habe ich auch schon erforscht.
Up there. This is D3, the ruins Lady Morange told us about. But I do not know how to get there. The path collapsed.
Some of the tunnels in the mine may lead to it. We should go there.
According to Lady Morange's instructions, the ruins should be in this area.
Schauen wir mal. Kategorie zählt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 habe ich, 7 fehlen mir, also habe ich ungefähr die Hälfte, wobei es dann jeweils ein Lager gibt. Vernichtend. Die ganze Zeit hier. Ach, keine Ahnung.